Well, hello folks, it's your native Flor-xan, and today I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the trout that we caught in my last video, and then what else we're going to fix along with it. So hang in there, let's get started. Alright, so I got my little Dutch oven here, getting it heated up, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to add a stick of butter, because what we're going to make is a garlic cream sauce that we're going to put some shrimp in to put on top of our fish once we get it cooked. Alright, so our half a stick of butter is just about melted. And to this I'm going to add some chicken broth that I just put in here. Probably about half of a cup. I'm going to add some garlic, a good couple tablespoons there. And stir this around, let it start getting happy. I'm going to add about a quarter cup of Chardonnay wine, because why not? Now we're going to heat this up, get it going. We don't quite want it to a rolling boil, because what we're going to do is add some heavy whipping cream and then some Parmesan cheese to help bring that flavor level up. But I do want to get this up to a slight little simmer here before we do that. Alright y'all, we're at a slight simmer. I'm going to add probably a third of a cup of heavy whipping cream. Just going to kind of stir that around. And while we got our chicken broth and heavy cream and everything warming up, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some house spice. Not a whole lot, just enough to add a little flavor to it. And like I've said some of my other videos, that house spice is just equal parts salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. And it's just something I keep handy by the stove whenever I want to add a little flavor to something. We're going to let this come on up a little more, then we'll start adding our Parmesan cheese to it. So I also want to mention, if you don't have chicken broth but you got some shrimp stock or maybe even a vegetable stock, you can substitute that instead of the chicken broth. I just happen to have chicken broth on hand, and that's why I use that. Now I'm starting to get a little bubbling action going on. I got about a fourth of a cup of some grated Parmesan. And I'm just going to add that a little bit at a time so I don't get a big clump in the pot. Put that in there and let it start melting down. And this will help thicken up our sauce. So I'll keep going on this and be right back with you. So we got all of our cheese added. I'm just going to keep stirring this till we make sure we got it all melted down in there, and that sauce will thicken. You can kind of feel it on the end of your whisk. If you let it set for a moment and you go to whisking, if that cheese ain't fully incorporated, you'll feel it on the bottom of your pan. So just keep working it till you're confident you got it all incorporated, and then we're going to shut this off. While it's cooling, we'll start prepping our fish. So while I'm stirring this, I just happened to occur to me to mention that if you want your sauce a little bit thicker and kind of more like a gravy, you can certainly add you a little roux, like a little blonde roux to it before you get started. But we're kind of staying away from a lot of the heavy carbs these days, so I wasn't going to incorporate it in the sauce. But you can do that if you want. So we'll let this go a few more minutes. I think this is just about where I want it. As it cools, it'll thicken up a little more, and then we'll get to prepping that fish. So our sauce is at a good rolling simmer here, and it's starting to thicken up. But again, that cheese, You can see it on that whisk. It ain't quite incorporated, so just keep working it. You'll get it there eventually. Alright, so to season them up, I just got a little of the chupacabra or Cajun seasoning. I'm just going to dust them with some of that, both sides. Alright, so once we got them seasoned, I got an aluminum expanded metal rack here that I use for grilling, and I put it on top of another pan because I spray it with the non-stick spray for the grill. And I'm just going to lay my fillets on here like so and get them out to the smoker. Alright, here we go. Got our fish. That's another reason I like the pan. Put them on this end and let them run. Looking for 155 or so temp wise, or we'll just check it and see if it's flaking real good. Alright, so we're about halfway through. I'm just going to take and turn this around just to kind of get them evenly cooked, and then just check one of them real quick. It's about 140, so not much longer. Alright folks, let's see where we're at. That one's 155. They actually say 145, but I go a little more. But you can see that fish is flaky and ready to come off. So let's take it inside. Alright folks, so we're fixing to put this together. So the only thing I added is I had some shrimp in the freezer, and I just cooked them up real quick on the Blackstone, but you can go with just the cream sauce if you want. We're going to grab us one of these fillets, just like so. Put a little bit of that sauce on there. Let's get to getting down on this. Alright, so let's try this out. Man, that's good. That little bit of wine we put in that cream sauce, and then just that little bit of smoke on that fish. It's not a whole lot, but everything mixed with that cream sauce. Y'all gonna have to excuse me, I gotta get another bite of this. That turned out right there, y'all. So again, just another idea, something to do with your fish. Jazz it up a little bit, make you a good supper. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it. We'll see you on the next one.